Hello everybody, hello YouTubers. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm sorry, I've just been working so much and I've really barely had time, and today's the one day I can squeeze in some time, to finally make a video. So, sorry about that guys, but yeah. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I hope you guys are having a good life right now, and I hope everything is going well with everyone. I wish the best to everybody. But this video I want to talk to today is a job today is considered modern day slavery. It is, and if you really think about it, a job today is a typical 9 to 5 job that you work. You're in your everyday life. You go to work and you make your money to pay your bills and come back home and do it again the next day. The average American, their job, it is modern day slavery. And the reason why I say this is because, when you think about it, what is a slave? A slave is basically somebody that is forced, to do labor against their will, or else they face punishment from a slave master. That slaves back then, the 1800s in America, they were forced to work in the fields and work long, agonizing hours that tortured their mind, body, spirit, and soul, and they had to do it. Otherwise, they faced punishment from their slave masters, getting whipped, beaten, possibly killed, left out to dry. That's basically a slave. And when you think about it, it's a slave today. A job today is slavery. Because you think about it today, an average Joe will go to work, a 9 to 5 job, a job that he absolutely hates, he or she hates, and they're forced to really work there against their will because they don't want to be there. They're only, if they had a choice, they would not go there. They would not show up to work. But they have to because they need to make a paycheck. So we're, the average Joe today, us the people, working 9 to 5 jobs. We work a job that we hate. It tortures our mind, body, spirit, and soul. Lifting up boxes, working long, agonizing hours, tired, exhausted, stressed out, putting up with asshole customers that just crushes our spirit and mood, and doing it against our will. We don't want to be there, but we have to because we need to pay our bills. If we don't work there, we don't get money. If we don't get money, we can't pay our bills. And if we don't pay our bills, we get kicked out of our house. We live on the streets. We have no food, no water. We're suffering on the streets, sleeping on the bench, sleeping underneath the bridge, cold, hungry, tired. That's a slave. And modern day employees are slaves. They have to work there because otherwise they lose their paycheck. If they lose their paycheck, can't pay the water, electricity, food, mortgage bill, and thus get kicked out on living on the streets with nothing. So today is modern day slavery. And working for these slave masters is terrible because, the average person today works in the customer-based service section, and it's a lot of bullshit you got to put up with. You gotta, whatever you gotta do, you gotta work with the customers, get them what they want. You have to work long hours, moving boxes around, and giving them food or services or products, and you do this every motherfucking day, 5 to 6 days a week, every week, and 365 days a year, and you do this until you're dead, and and it's so torturesome. The reason why it's so torturesome is because there's barely any time to relax. You're constantly working every day, long hours. You know, you wake up, you go to work for the majority of your time, and then you get off and you're tired. You brush your teeth, eat, take a shower, go back to sleep. You wake up, you do it again. You know, you're tired. You're spiritually, mentally, and emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted. You're tired. You're spending the majority of your waking hours at this shitty job, you know, putting up with douchebag customers that want to give you hell because apparently you did not put enough pepperoni on their pizza, or you didn't tickle their asshole, you know, and squeeze my butt cheeks and, you know, somersault through the air, you know, onto a a cul-de-sac patty melt. And you know, it's lots of torture, and you know, you're working really hard, and these employers, they're never appreciative of what you do. You know, you bust your butt so hard, you know, working really hard, doing everything that you can to help these customers out, and your boss is not satisfied. He tells you, hey, you're not working hard enough. Work harder, work faster. You know, pump those patties out. Work harder. You're not working hard enough. You better work harder, or else you're gonna be in trouble. Get back to work, slave. So, you know, you're working hard, and then you put up with these customers who want to give you a hard time, you know, because you won't give them a $2 refund for a fountain drink or something. You know, you want to put up with these customers who give you hell because, you know, you won't scratch their butt cheeks or something, and you know, you put up with this boss who wants to give you a hard time, you know, because you're working, you're giving it your all, you're giving it your 110% best to help and do as much as you can to work. And these slave masters, these bosses, they yell at you, scream at you, and tell you to work harder. You're not doing good enough, and it's crushing. You know, typically companies are not going to appreciate. Have you ever had, honestly, have you ever had a boss walk up to you and be like, hey, you did a great job, you did amazing, thank you for everything that you've done, you've contributed so much to this company, you know what, here's a raise, you know what, I'll suck your penis too, and while you're at it, and give you a blowjob, here, pull your pants down. Does any, you know, company or boss ever do that? Does a boss ever actually tell you how much of a good job you're doing? Does your company ever actually appreciate the efforts that you contribute to the company? My boss doesn't. I mean, my company doesn't. You know, they've never told me thank you for everything that you've contributed to this company. Never. You know, they just tell me to work harder. I'm not doing good enough. You know, they tell me my performance is terrible and I need to work harder. Bosses are never appreciative of what you do, and it's more demotivating. It's demotivating, it's crushing. And then the long hours, you work long hours, like these companies do not give a damn about you. They don't. Because if they did, if they were looking out for your well-being, you know, if they actually cared about your well-being, your spirit, your soul, your mind, your body, they would tell you, hey, you did amazing. You helped out our company a lot. We really appreciate it. Thank you. You look tired. Take the day off tomorrow. It's okay. Your paycheck is covered. We'll pay you for tomorrow. Just take a day off. You've worked really hard. You've earned it. And, you know, you look sick. I want you to be okay. Go home. Get well. Here's a paycheck for tomorrow. Thank you for everything. You've done great. Does a company do that for anybody? No. Why? Because they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about you. They don't. You know? They see you're tired, you're miserable, hating life, you work every fucking day, and, you know, these companies too, most of these companies, their paycheck is garbage. They pay barely just above the minimum wage. Most of them pay minimum wage, or they either pay minimum wage or a little bit above minimum wage. Why don't you, instead of paying them $7, $8 an hour, pay them $20 an hour, huh? You know, pay them $20, give them a good paycheck. You know, let them have some days off. Stop making them work every fucking day, slaving their life away at this job. Give them a good paycheck. Give them more time off to relax and recuperate. Get their spirit and soul back up. You know, why don't these companies do that? Because they don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about anyone. They see all of the workers like utilities. They basically treat them like utilities and use them like tools. Use them like tools and try to get as much labor out of them as possible with the cheapest price possible. You know, because these companies don't give a shit. Okay? My company is so fucking cheap, they can't even pay me when I go on lunch break. Like, are you fucking serious, guys? You won't pay me when I go on lunch break? Like, holy shit. Like, I need to go on lunch break so I can work at this shitty job with these long hours. I need that food so I can get the energy to produce for your company to begin with. And you can't even pay me lunch? You guys are fucking cheap, man. All these companies are cheap. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, if they truly cared about us, better pay, more time off, you know, they would actually be looking out for our well-being and trying to take care of us if they actually saw us like human beings. But they don't, because they see us like utilities, like tools. They don't care if we're suffering. They don't care if we're hurting. They don't care if we're miserable, depressed. They just tell us to work harder, produce more, or else we'll get fired. That's basically how you treat a slave. That's basically how you treat a tool. You know, when you have a tool, when you have a piece of object, a monkey wrench or whatever, you use it, and then it gets worn out. You know, what do you do with it? You throw it away, and you buy a new one. That's a tool. That's how they treat us. Oh, you're not working hard anymore? You're not producing anymore? You're not doing good? It's broken? You're fired. Toss it out. Toss it out. We'll get a new one. We'll get a new worker here to replace you. You know? Toss it away. Throw it away. Get a new one. You know? Throw it in the trash. We'll get a new one. Fired. We'll replace you. A tool. It's a fucking tool. So that's all I gotta say, guys. You know, we really live in a shitty system right now, and I'm surprised. You know, we've made so much amazing progresses with our technology. You know, we have computers, cell phones, and you can talk to somebody from 1,000 miles away, and yet we still live in this shitty system where people are slaves, miserable, hating life. We only got 80 years to live on this life. Once that's done, we're dead. Why are we making life so miserable for everybody? Why can't we created this system? We are the ones that created this. Why did we choose to create such a miserable, depressing system where everybody's miserable, hating life, stressed out? You got people committing suicide because they hate their lives so much. I knew a person that just committed suicide, okay? He fucking hated his life so much he had to resort to suicide to escape from this. Why did we create such a shitty system for us to live in? This is our system. This is what we live in. This is our life. Why did we choose to create such a shitty life? Why? Why couldn't we make a happy life? A happy system where people can be happy, be appreciated for their efforts, be a part of a team, work together, cooperate together, take care of each other, you know, work together as one, looking out for each other, for the well-being of humanity as a whole. You know, where everybody can just live their life and be happy, all while being a part of a society and contributing something and being part of something greater. Why did we not create a society like that? Why did we create such a shitty society where everybody's miserable, depressed, and committing suicide? Why did we choose to create a system like that? Okay, it makes no sense. We have 80 years left on this planet. We need to make it count, because once we're dead, we're dead. We can only experience life this one time, as far as we know. Once your body is dead, it's dead. It's buried in the ground. It's done. Dead. We need to enjoy life, and we need to experience the best things that this world can offer to us, and we need to enjoy it, live it, be it, breathe it, see it, smell it, experience it, do it. You know? We only got one time. We got to make it count and enjoy it, because once we're gone from this planet, from this earth, we're gone. You know, the body's rotted. It's done. We got to make it count before it's too late. So so that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you for watching. My personal advice: don't work for these corporations that don't give a damn about you, because they treat you like a tool. You know, they treat you like a tool, and you're not a tool. You're a human being. Your life has value. You're an amazing, capable, wonderful human being with so much potential that you can give to this world. We are not tools. We are human beings, god damn it. Don't be a slave to the system. Do your own thing. Live life on your own terms. Be happy and be free. Start up your own business if you got to do that. Go somewhere where you're actually treated like a human being and not like an object. Not like a tool, a utility, something to be used and disposed of. No, we're better than that. You know? Don't be a part of that system. Be your own person, do your own thing, live life on your own terms. Start your own business, or be a part of a team that actually appreciates you for what you've contributed to the team. Do whatever you got to do. Just don't be a part of that bullshit, because we deserve a lot better than that. We're human beings. God damn it. We are human beings. God damn it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Best of wishes. Peace.